routine, this elusive practice that became employed by the masses as TikTok was popularized. A morning routine has built and blossomed into an entire discourse online simply about what people do in the morning. Then there's been this huge pushback, creators emphasizing that your routine doesn't need to look like anyone else's, that you should do things that serve you, that if these routines become stressful, what's even the point of them, that our bodies and minds actually need something different each day, so the concept of a repeated routine may not serve us. So personally, as someone who has a relatively consistent morning routine that serves me well, I have some of my own thoughts. What has resonated with me most is the shift away from routine and into ritual. These things I do each day are sacred rituals that feed my mind, body, and soul. The idea of the ritual adds in compassion. It's not done because it's necessary. It's done because you've created an agreement with yourself that repeating these things in a similar way feeds your soul. For me, my rituals allow me to manage my anxiety. If I wake up feeling like the world or my responsibilities are caving in around me, I need only start with the first step. Sit down, complete my gratitude journal. And I feel as though I am in control of my time and how I choose to experience my own emotions. So here's what I'll leave you with. If the many morning routines on the internet inspire you, watch them. If they feel instead like a debilitating reminder, a toxic comparison, don't watch them. Second, reframe your routines as rituals. It's not some mundane set of tasks that you have to tick off. It's a privilege to engage slowly and mindfully in the things that make you feel good, that take you away from the running of your mind and drop you back into your body. And finally, remember that self-improvement and productivity are not your purpose in life. These things may serve you most of the time, but if one morning you'd rather simply be, just be. So here's the routine that works well for me. I start the morning and try not to look at my phone first thing. I'll sit down and complete my gratitude journal, which usually only takes me about 5 minutes. Then I'll pull out a book of poetry to read, or if I'm feeling inspired, I'll pull out my notebook and write some poetry. I do these things first thing in the morning because that's when I feel the most creative, so knowing that about myself allows me to create a routine that works well for me. Then I'll pull out my phone and edit and post my daily TikTok video. I like to get these out in the morning, and also this is a creative outlet for me, so I like to include it in that time of day. Then I'll go ahead and write down a to-do list. Even if I don't have anything special to do, I'll still write down the mundane tasks like answer emails, do the dishes, complete freelance project, etc. Getting these things out of my mind and onto paper puts me at ease. Then I'll go ahead and make my coffee, which is among my favorite rituals. The repeated steps of this process each day really feel like a moving meditation for me. Then I'll sit down in my home office and answer work email as well as messages for my freelance book editing business. I tend to have a burst of productivity around 9 to 11 a.m., so I capitalize on that to get these tasks done first thing. Then around 11, I'll get up and get ready for the day by doing my skincare, makeup, hair, and selecting an outfit for the day. This works well for me because my mind usually needs a break around that time. Then I will sit back down and begin working for the rest of the day around 11:30 or noon. So this is what works well for me. I hope it serves as inspiration for you and that you can find a routine or ritual that works well for you. I hope you all enjoyed watching that little morning routine / ritual. I just got my grocery delivery from Instacart, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a grocery haul for you all. So first off, we have some beverages. I always get some kombucha, these drinks called Runa, which is like an energy drink, but it's tea-based. Got some everything bagels. I love bagels a lot. Reduced fat cream cheese to go along with that, as well as some hummus. I have some tortillas. This is for an enchiladas recipe that I'm going to be making this week. Got some feta cheese and some Greek yogurt. I top a lot of dishes and sandwiches with this, and I make sauces out of Greek yogurt instead of like sour cream. And then I have this peach Greek yogurt for snacks and breakfast. Got these mini eclairs for our desserts for this week. Okay, so I know that people are always wondering about different protein sources that vegetarians eat. I have 2 things of extra firm tofu. I cook with tofu quite a bit. And then I have this Tofurky Italian sausage. It's soy-based, it's not super processed, and it's really yummy, so I love that one. And then I always get the Beyond Beef plant-based ground. I'm gonna be using this week in an enchilada recipe. Then I have just a couple of pieces of garlic naan. I like to use this to make sandwiches. Got some eggs. We go through a lot of eggs in this house. Now I'm gonna show you all the produce. Most of my groceries is produce, so there's a lot here. Also, please don't come at me for the plastic. I do get Instacart and they have to put the groceries in plastic bags. We reuse them as much as we possibly can. And I like to stay low waste and environmentally friendly in other ways. We all do our part in the way that we can. So first I have some broccoli, green onion, a jalapeno, got some arugula and some cilantro, got some Brussels sprouts and asparagus, got some mushroom, 2 sweet potatoes, got vine tomatoes and a red onion, got 2 bananas, mostly for smoothies, a lemon, some little potatoes. I'm probably gonna roast these up with the Brussels sprouts at some point. And last but not least for produce, I have a zucchini and 2 red peppers. But I do also get some pantry items, so I'll show you those.
Anyways, we got some beans.
We have to go so much closer to the camera.
Beans. Cool, huh?
Too much fun. Is that what your vlog would look like? My husband already so kindly showed you the can of beans, so that's one of those things. That'll be in the enchiladas. I already have some pasta in the pantry, so I didn't get any more of that, but I did get rice noodles. I always make like a Thai peanut noodle stir fry that's like kind of like a pad Thai, and I usually make that with the tofu, so that's what this is for. And then I have pearl couscous. This is just like a nice carb to have on the side with some veggies and a protein. Some sauce that will go with the enchilada recipe. Some baby corn for the peanut noodle stir fry. Have some sesame oil. This goes really good with Asian cooking. All right, so that is all for the grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see any of the recipes that I mentioned throughout. So this is kind of what a full fridge looks like in our house. Very realistic, no Pinterest fridges here. So we have like all of the carb sources and bread and stuff over here, yogurt, all of the beverages, the feta cheese, cream cheese, hummus. This shelf is all produce of different sorts and kinds. And on the bottom we have all the protein sources, the tofu, eggs, vegan Italian sausage, and then the real meat stuff for my husband, who is not a vegetarian, is in this bottom right corner. And then of course we have condiments and sauces over here, and oat milk and champagne. And now we come to the evening routine, those elusive hours after 5 p.m. that can be so easily lost. I often find this evening time can be overwhelming for me as I begin to feel tired while still having so much to fit in before the end of the day. Especially keeping up with housework tends to overwhelm me during this time. I want to disclaim also that what I show you here is what happens in an ideal evening, but if I've had a long or tough day, I'll skip all of this and go straight to bed, to order takeout and watch a movie. My best reminder for you is to be compassionate with yourself and listen to your body. Most often, though, here is what I do. At 5 p.m., I close out of my 9-to-5 job, but I stay sitting at my desk. This has been a huge key to my success with any side hustle or additional endeavor I take on. So I'll typically open up a book that I'm editing, or edit content for YouTube or TikTok, or work on my own business in another way. This can be 30 minutes or 2 hours depending on the day, but getting myself into the routine of staying at my desk after 5 p.m. has been a key to success this past year. Then I get on my activewear and do some movement, whether it's walking to the gym and doing a resistance training workout or working out at home. This day I did a 30-minute HIIT cycling class and a yoga class at home to get in both some yang and some more yin movement. Then I head into the kitchen to do some dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, so I feel like I'm always doing dishes and can't quite ever get on top of it. Then I make dinner, which on this evening was roasted baby potatoes, balsamic Brussels sprouts, and tofu steaks. Then my husband and I poured ourselves a glass of wine. In the evening, we usually spend quality time together. We'll eat dinner together and watch one of our favorite shows or a movie, and typically go to sleep around 11 p.m. Again, I hope the routines and rituals that I've shared serve as inspiration for you, and as a reminder that your routines should serve you as a unique and beautiful individual. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support my brand new channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.